right there in your backyard.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Pride of ODU, the official NIL collective of Old Dominion Athletics. Be a monarchist. Join the Pride.
You're good right there.
We wait.
I'm going to go grab Jordan. I think he's the only other one. But if you want to start with an opening statement, Judge.
A little frustrated. So obviously, we got to take care of home court, and all of these Sun Belt games. They're going to be battles. We understand that. Give them credit, but very disappointed that we were not able to find a way to win tonight. And there'll be so many things that jump off the film when we sit down and watch it. But we got to do a better job, especially last 8 minutes of the game, of taking care of the basketball and executing on both ends of the floor. So,
Do you feel like you guys just got a little sloppy at the end with the ball?
sloppy, you can call it sloppy, you can call it unfocused, you can call it whatever you want. The last 8 minutes of the game, we did not value the basketball. We did not value every possession the way we need to.
Physicality, Coach. Do you think that was an issue at all down the stretch? They kind of got to the rim. What do you think of physicality?
Every Sun Belt game is going to be just like that. Every team has guys that going to put their shoulder into you. You got to hold your ground. We talk about. We use the phrase "bow your neck." Like you got to bow your neck and not give. You got to catch and chest their drives. And there were times where we did it, and times where we didn't do it. There were times where we didn't. We were able to contest, and they were a little short. There were times that we were maybe a little softer, and they were able to score with the top of us. So, it wasn't. We have to play better at that if we want to win.
Given the how the pairings are set up in the Sun Belt Conference, every game matters, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Every single one of these games matters, and home especially. Like, one of our goals coming into this season was doing much better at home than we did a year ago, and forget our non-conference schedule. I mean, the bulk of that's going to come with Sun Belt Conference play. So, and we get 9 chances in here, and we've already played 2. We got to be better than them. We have to be better than them. This team has very real expectations of ourselves and very real goals ahead of us, and every one of these things matters. So, dropping tonight is just going to make it harder.
Is there a threshold sort of on like a turnover number that you and your coaching staff look at per game? Like, what is it? Or, 13, what do you think of that?
They know. They'll let them answer.
Anything under 10 is acceptable.
So, we have 6 metrics that we judge ourselves by every game. The amount of turnovers we have. So,
On the other end of that spectrum, defensively, how many turnovers is that? Is there a line?
So we have, and every team does this, so it's not a secret. Like you have a stop, 2 stops in a row is a kill zone, 3 stops in a row is a kill, and you want a certain number of kills every game. We had 5 kills in the first half. We got to the kill zone a couple other times, and then we had some singular stops. I do not know what the end of the game statistic was because I didn't get that before I came in here. So, but we would like to have 13 or more kills a game. I do not think we had 13 kills tonight. So,
Cal, what are you learning about this team defensively?
We just got to guard our yard. I think down the stretch there, got to be a lot of one-on-one ball, and our guys just got to sit down, stop your man, and rebound.
Do you feel like you're having more success in zone or man?
What I like about our team is that we can switch it up, and depending on the situation, depending on the game, I think both options are great for us.
Jordan, talk a little about the game you had tonight. I mean, 23 points. I know it's a loss, but what was working for you?
Honestly, I was just going into the game. I knew Coastal was going to hard in on me, so I wanted to get my guys going and worry about other things except for myself, honestly. So going into the game, I just wanted to let the game come to me and just build, honestly, throughout the game, getting stops, hyping my teammates up, being a leader on and off the floor. But yeah, for the most part, just staying calm because I know them guys like the pressure. They like to speed you up. They did that a few times trying to get the ball out of my hands. So just battling the storm, honestly, preparing for the war. Honestly.
Was it weird playing against those guys?
No, honestly, it wasn't because like we've played so many games so far. We played like 13 games, so like it hasn't been like I was just on the team. I felt like that, honestly. So because I know like when I transferred last year, it kind of I played some of my teammates and it felt like I was on the same team as them. But I understand.
Cal, going back to Maryland,
Yes, sir.
what are your thoughts about that?
You know, it's just another game, another chance for us to get a win, big win on the road. Being back in College Park will be cool, but just focusing on getting that win.
Mike, how about for you going back to Maryland?
You haven't given it much thought yet. I mean, I really locked in on today, so it'll be fun. You know, playing in front of a lot of people that I know. And obviously, I grew up a huge Terp fan too, a huge Terp and Hoya fan. But you know, that's the team I rooted for right down the street from DeMatha. It'll be fun. But I honestly, Harry, I haven't given it much thought yet. So.
I've seen you after a lot of games. I'm not sure I've seen you this disappointed.
Yeah. Again, no offense to Coastal, but like, yeah. Losing is in and of itself bad, but losing close games, I cannot stand it because it comes down to execution.
Jordan, you had, I think, 1 point the first time, and there was a sequence, and I forget the time, pretty early in the second, where you missed a shot from the paint. He got the rebound, kicked it right back out to you for a three. How much did that get you going?
Honestly, it got me going pretty well, I would say. When I see the ball go through the rim, usually my rhythm is there. It only takes me to make one shot for me to kind of get accustomed to the game, I would say. So once I seen it go through, luckily I seen it go through. After that, I tried to get it going, tried to get something going, honestly. Going downhill, then I started to expand my range by shooting the straight ball.
Silly question here, but late in the game, there was a Coastal player on the ground with the ball, and he rolled over. What is the ruling on that? Like,
It's not a travel by rule. It's not a travel. They changed the rule a few years ago that you are allowed to do that. So it's not a travel.
So theoretically, you could just keep rolling.
No, I don't think you can change your location.
Okay.
So, and because he was wrestling with the ball, technically, I guess he didn't move either direction. He just rolled over. So no, you cannot continue to roll with the ball.
Can't roll in there and dump.
Yeah.
It's like a half roll. We get a half roll.
So how did this Maryland game come about? Is that something you scheduled?
I guess it's twofold. One, they owed us. So evidently, Jeff Jones had a game with Maryland scheduled then COVID hit. And they wound up playing the game anyway, but they had to change the terms of the game because it was COVID, no fans and everything like that. So I guess at that point in time, there was an agreed upon, like basically we owe you one. When I got to Maryland, Coach Jones called me and was just like, hey, can you remind them that basically y'all owe us a game? And at the time, let's just say it didn't work out. And then we tried, I think, I knew Willard wasn't going to play us last year. So we tried immediately one Coach left and Coach Williams got the job. Coach Nader worked for Coach Williams at Virginia Tech. He reached out, and it helped that we reminded them that they owed us one anyway. The AD that agreed to that no longer there, so we had to go through the channels of finding someone that remembered that is, in fact, you owe us. And then the fact that there was a relationship between Coach Nader and Coach Buzz, it was able to be worked out.
So not just a phone call. Hey, you want to play?
No, I don't think that happens much now anyway with any game.
So for the players going into big environments like that, is it much different than playing in another like Sunbelt arena?
I mean, it's the same game at the end of the day. I got to get used to playing in front of a lot of people at Maryland. So for me, going back and forth, it's no real difference in terms of pressure I feel. Can't say the same thing.
I would just say they're just bigger opportunities, honestly. You're playing a bigger school, a bigger platform, bigger stage, bigger court. So just going out there trying to make a name for yourself, honestly. That's what I would say. As a team, we could do something special if we go in there and play together and go in there and punch them in the face, play our brand of basketball. So it's exciting.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas, everybody.